After an incredible football career at NDSU, Moorhead, Minnesota's Chase Morlock has stayed busy with the birth of Rise Gym. Chase joins us today to talk about the story of Rise Gym and how you can join today. So welcome, Chase.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always good to be on.
Okay, so first off, can you give us a little bit of background after leaving NDSU, you wanted to stay fit and healthy?
Yeah, so when I was at NDSU, I was studying exercise science. Kind of always thought I'd be coaching athletes of some sort, maybe a collegiate strength coach or something. But my junior year of college, my dad got diagnosed with stage 4 colorectal cancer and then ended up passing away my senior year of football from it. So just got my eyes open to a population of people. It's like, oh man, we can help these people. So I ended up moving home to help my mom out after he passed away. Brought all my equipment that I had from over the years. I just finished up playing football at NDSU, and then my business partner and I started working out, just kind of training for fun. And then my mom asked if I would train her, and I was like, hey, absolutely. And then she's like, hey, can I bring a friend? And I was like, absolutely. And that was like the first true Rise member, and then kind of just kept growing from there. And then my partner and I decided, like, hey, we got a population here that we can help, and let's make a jump. So we found a building and then started operating. So yeah, and it was just like no secret. My dad just needed some help in terms of, like, learning how to, how much water should I be drinking, how to eat properly, exercise, fitness, a lot of stuff he wasn't doing properly at the time that kind of led up to the cancer. So it was just like, hey, we can help in this area. So that's why we started it.
Well, that's an inspiring story for you, and thank you for giving back to the community and helping those. And so it seems like there's a certain age demographic you're looking to help.
Yep, so we really try to get people in that, in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. I sit down with the consultation with them and I talk about all the time, hey, what we do in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s is really going to determine how you play out your 80s and 90s. So it's kind of like we talk about, hey, choose your heart. Going to the gym's not always easy, right? It's not always fun in there. We try to make that, as easy and fun as we can, but it takes some work, obviously. But it's, hey, choosing that hard versus, it's also hard to not be able to get off the toilet when you're 85. So things like that. It's like we're really training people for those last 10 years. So I asked them, like, hey, what do you want to accomplish in your last 10 years? And a lot of times we're here, like, I want to be able to live on my own. I want to be able to drive a car. I want to be able to pick up my great-grandbabies or my grandbabies. I want to be able to get up and off the ground. So it's like, hey, that's what we're training for. Now our job as a functional fitness facility is to get you there effectively and efficiently and safely. So we're trying to find movements and ways to build your muscles so that you're not causing injuries, and then just keeping you healthy as we go. So a lot of our people coming in, they're dealing with, I've had a knee surgery, I've had a shoulder surgery, or my hip hurts. So it's like, that's all stuff we've seen and dealt with over and over and over again. So I think that's something that holds people back. So I'm always telling them, like, hey, just come in, chat with me. We can work around this stuff and find a plan for you.
And so it looks like from that video we were just watching that you do a little bit of everything. So it looks like people are pushing, they're pulling, they're using weight balls, all sorts of things.
Yep. So like I said, functional fitness, like we're going to train human movements, right? So pushes, pulls, lunges, squats, hinges. Like we want you to be able to function safely and effectively. And then a lot of that goes in there is balance as well. So as you age, the balance and, like I said, the muscle mass is a key. So, and no, that doesn't mean like bulking up to become like a bodybuilder, but like your muscle mass is a huge indicator on how, if you're going to have enough muscle to do those things in those later years. And like I said, you got to start training that earlier, because every year after 40, you start losing muscle mass fast if you're not counteracting it, and you'll lose bone density really quick, and your balance starts to go if you lose those two things. So want to basically protect and prevent, so if you do take a fall, you can recover from that, or if you hopefully can prevent yourself from falling in the first place, especially living around here with the ice in the winter and all of that stuff. So yeah, but we do everything. You're going to get a full strength and conditioning plan, and built into that is going to be your flexibility, mobility, stability, all those things that go into just being a well-rounded fitness program. And the beautiful thing is, we're going to build the plan around you and your goals and what you've dealt with in the past, and you don't have to think about that stuff. I think that's one of the benefits of hiring a personal trainer or coach, right? Is like we take the thinking out of it. You just got to get your butt in the door, and then we can take it from there.
And for someone to get in the door, they can come and do a consultation. And do you have classes at all different times?
Yep. So we have a wide range of options there. So Gym World's basically 5 a.m. until 7 p.m. and everything in between. So no excuse to not find a time in that zone there. But yep, the first step would basically be setting up a consultation. You would meet with myself or one of my coaches, and we're going to sit down and walk through. We're going to do a health history, injuries, talk about your goals, and then develop a plan from there. And we'll do a little light movement eval just so we can see how you move and what you're dealing with. And then we'll also do a body composition as well, just to get some baseline numbers. And once we get all that data, then we can kind of point you to the best plan and then get you rolling from there.
Chase, sounds great. How can we get in contact with you if we're interested?
Yeah, so best way is just going to be go to our website, so risetrainingmn.com, and then there's /get started. It's going to take you right to the get started page. Or give us a call, and we'll get you set up for that consultation, and then we'll get you rocking from there.
All right, let's rise up with Rise.
Yeah,
all right,
thank you.
thanks so much for coming in. Now, coming up on today's show, an announcement on upcoming flight for Veterans Honor Flight after the break.